What's up guys, it's David back here with another video. Today we're going to be taking the subwoofer out of my wife's car. So we'll go through all the steps that you need to do. There's actually nothing wrong with it. It's just she doesn't use it and it's her daily driver, so she doesn't want it. I'm gonna put it in a car that it will get used. So for this sub specifically, all I'm gonna need is a Phillips head screwdriver and maybe like some wire cutters, a couple other things. First thing I started by doing, I popped off her trim right here and I pushed up her seat to expose all the wiring, and I already removed the remote and all the wiring sitting right there. And now pop the hood and you should be able to pull back the power wire. That's the power wire right there to the amp. And it's got a couple zip ties, so let's grab some wire cutters. Alright, the first thing that I'm gonna do is disconnect the positive terminal. It's just a 10mm on an RSX. I have to disconnect it all the way, so just be careful. Don't lose your nut and bolt. Alright, take the positive terminal off. Come on, it should just wiggle off. There we go. Try not to touch it back on the battery. Alright, so take your bolt out of the terminal. And this is the one that I'm taking off. That's the amp. This other one is for the fog lights, so just keep it on there. And you can put your battery terminal back on. Grab your nut, get it hand started, and then use a ratchet wrench or wrench, whatever you got. I just have a wrench. Grab your 10mm, tighten it up. All right, now that's snug. Now I have a zip tie right here. I'm gonna cut that with the dikes. Try to pull the zip tie out. All right. Now with those two things done, it's pretty much. Now that the sub has no power, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect everything at the back. Excuse me, the amp has no power. Your RCAs are just pull out. These ones, the ends are broke off for some reason, whatever. And then the remote wire. Let's see if I can get a good angle. You just push the tab in and pull it out. Then all of these are Phillips heads, so all right, pull the amp back. Let's undo the speaker wire first. Undo the power wire, pulls out, undo the remote wire, just pulls out, undo the ground, same thing. All right, now our amp is free. Now my ground is right here behind this. Actually, excuse me, I think it actually might be behind here. There the ground wire is right there. So I'm gonna grab my 10mm, pop that off. I might have to get a socket. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and put that bolt back in. Snugged up. All right, now that we got all of our wires loose there, the sub is just push in and then pull it out at the same time, like that. Push down, pull out. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and remove our amp. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the sub. Our 12-inch sub and amp removed. Now we just gotta pull all this wiring out. Should be pretty easy. So I'm gonna start with the ground. Go ahead, put this cover back on. Pull the ground through. There we go. It's our ground wire out. And the rest of the wires that just ran right here, so I can be able to pull them up, free them up, pull them over this. Everything should be free except for the RCAs and power, so get those two out of the way. But speaker wire right here for the sub. Pull it off, set it over there with the ground. And then the remote wire, all these except for this controller wire. All right, let's try to get this controller wire pulled back through. So let's go in here, grab the controller and the wire, go ahead, pull it back through under the seat. Looks like I gotta pull the seat up to give it some room. Oh, it's getting caught right here on the carpet. Let's see if I push it under, if it'll go. Went through. It's our remote wire, controller wire. Done. All right, so now that we got all those done, we need to take the radio off. That way we can pull all of these wires off, and then we need to pull the power wire out of the engine bay. So I about to walk around right here, pull back this, pull all the wires at least like up here to the front. That way I don't have to go back to the back, I'll be done. So just pull all these through. Pretty simple. Now appears as I pulled through the carpet, so I'm gonna grab my wire cutters, cut that. All right, now should be free. Release these through here. Pull back the carpet. All right. All the wiring out there. So let's go ahead and take our wiring and everything out, be done. The hatch, throw our interior. Sorry, it's hard to film one-handed. Got all that, grab my tools. Done with the trunk for now. All right, let's put I'm gonna put the seat back together real quick. All right, I'm gonna pop off this little trim piece. Just pulls straight off. Now, them two wires are ran up under the dash. Let's see what we're looking at. Got a couple zip ties I'm gonna cut off. Now I'm gonna pull the power wire out through the engine bay, and then I'm gonna take off the radio so we can get those two wires off the back of the radio. All right, so I had to loosen the bolt right here under the carpet because that's where I ran it in behind the throttle pedal. All right, pull it. Keep pulling it all the way out. Just keep going.
Okay, got it.
All right. So it was just 110mm right here under the carpet behind the throttle pedal. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten that back up, throw the carpet back on, and let's pull the radio off. All right, put your little piece covering your hood back on. Just remember that it sits over your door weather stripping. Under, my bad. Pull the all right, now that I got that on, let's go ahead and put this piece on here. Alright, let's clean up these zip ties. And I'm gonna take apart the radio. Alright, take this piece off the front, the little front cover. And my radio ought to have enough give in it, possibly, to get this off. My radio, since I have enough wire, I'm able to get it in like that. but all that you're gonna undo is the RCAs, and then I'm gonna have to undo this splice for the wire. But with the RCAs undone, put them to the side, and then this is the power control wire. Just gonna pull it all the way through. And let's undo the splice. Pull the wire out. And just close it back up. Just leave it like that. Now I got my remote wire. Put it to the side. Go ahead and slide my radio back in. Actually, while I'm in here, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up these brackets. Alright, so throw your radio back in. Mine's not mounted in there, so it's nice and easy to deal with. And push that back in place. Make sure that your radio still works, obviously, and everything. Radio turning on. Cool, still works. Sorry, my camera overheated. I got these RSX mats. They're WeatherTech OEM, say RSX on them. I got these two front ones for 20 bucks off of a junkyard RSX. And then I have a RSX parts car back behind that tent, and it came with the hatch one. So I said, what better way to upgrade my wife's daily driver than to give her these OEM WeatherTech mats versus her Walmart mats that she had. So I am going to be taking these from my RSX and giving them to her, because I don't drive mine. She drives hers every day. I drive mine a couple times a week. So let's go ahead and throw these mats in and do the outro. All right, there's that driver side mat in, passenger side mat in. Let's go ahead and throw the hatch mat in. And this might be the nicest RSX interior that there is left. These things being 19, 20 plus years old, and has everything there. I always see RSXs without the whole interior, and now this one's gonna be completely done. So, oh, I put it in backwards. Duh. All right, that's that one in there. Thanks for watching this video. Peace.